You know, your love gives me that feeling. You know the feeling? The feeling that kind of makes you wanna go. Come on, let's go. Christmas is that special time of year when people just want to give and share and sing some next you boy I have found. It's Christmas time the whole year around. 'Cause when you whisper up in the air, baby, when you touch me there, when you kiss me up
809. Yo, let me tell you, not wanting to live in stress is purely aspirational because stress will find you. Welcome to Island Tea. It's Christmas Eve, and stress is not a respecter of the season, or any season for that matter. Hey, Kay, what's up?
Good morning to one and all, to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, the regional and international diaspora. It's Christmas Eve. One more day to the, should I say fiasco? Nobody get me. One more day to the day that you would have spent all your monies and you're ready to do the big cook, because I know the supermarket is going to be a mess today. The road's going to be a mess today. The shops are going to be a mess today, but a good mess. Everybody's got in their how should I say, their finalities in order for tomorrow. Who's going to be up since 3 o'clock busting the pot for the family luncheon? Yeah, not me. Not at all. Yes, good morning. Jamsta, how are you this morning?
Like I was saying, cryptically at the top there. Like I was saying, the stress will always find you.
I could hardly hear you.
Oh, yeah, that thing was down again. Yeah, that's better now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Wasn't me.
No,
so when people, when people say, I'm talking soft, trust me, it's not me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was saying, the stress will always find you when you least want it or expect it. Yeah. So just have to remember that's just a given, and try not to stress too much when the stress finds you.
Yeah.
You just go, oh, the stress found me. Okay, let's get through this.
So
Something like that.
I saw a couple of headlines. So condolences to the family of electrician Burley. I think it's Burley. Let me make sure I have the right name.
Burley Waldwin, I think?
Yes, Burley Waldwin. The untimely passing of him must be hard, and around this season, where I'm sure him and his family had a lot of plans, and it's sad. So
I know.
Sympathies, condolences, empathies, everything to the family. May they find comfort in the only one true living God. No words, nothing can give them the comfort that he can. And we pray that you look to him at this time and for all of your needs as you continue life without your loved one.
Yeah.
So to the entire island, we over here in St. Kitts send our sympathies and condolences.
Yeah.
And then Venezuela will not behave, trying to build a bridge to my beautiful country in this good Jesus season. Oh my gosh, I am so tired.
They're trying to build a bridge?
Yes, they're trying to build a bridge across to connect to a military base on Guyana.
So is
what's wrong with them?
I'm hoping Guyana won't allow that.
No, they're fighting. They're speaking out. That's why I know about it. Like he just wouldn't stop. He and his minions just
I feel like
stop.
that's the operative word. It seems as though this is gonna end up in a fight, like a literal fight.
Listen, every time we get close, I would have been chopping it down. Every time we get close.
So how wide?
My country alone.
How wide is this river?
I'm not sure, but it's the Anokoko River. Yeah, that they're building it across. I'm just tired of them. They just need to leave my country alone. Then I see in other headlines, Brantley calls for a reassessment of social safety net programs. MP Sean Richards says the budget presentation appears to be a recital. And I see the OECS completes a pilot phase of early reading and mathematics assessment. So those are but some of the headlines. And I see Trump threatens to take back control of the Panama Canal over ridiculous fees. How is he going to do that? Does Panama belong to him?
They could. I guess they could. It might be illegal, but they could. I mean, they were a big part of. They were actually a big part of the building of the Panama Canal. So, I guess, in a weird way, they probably could. But Trump is he's such a strong man type. Like
he's such a crazy man type.
Yeah. Well, that goes without saying. No, absolutely. That goes without saying. You're gonna
tell people what to do with their place.
That goes without saying.
Boy, and then I see the House Ethics Committee accuses Getz of regularly paying for sex with women, including minor. Wow. And then I see Death toll in attacks on Christmas market in Germany rises to 5, more than 200 injured. I swear some people just don't have nothing to do, or the devil just out and bad in December.
I know.
And then Canada's Trudeau to shuffle his cabinet amid resignation calls and rising discontent. Wow. A lot's going on around the park.
Yeah. And it looks as though I was reading some Canadian news, I think, last week, and it was pointing towards a conservative government probably winning an election if they were to have elections in Canada now, which is interesting. The government that Trudeau replaced was a conservative government.
Okay.
This guy from Alberta. What they call Alberta the Texas of Canada.
Oh, geez.
It's like same kind of place, oil rich, beef, like ranching and so on.
Yeah, I understand.
The country basically.
Okay.
And so it looks as though the Conservatives might be heading back to power. The funny thing though is, right, it's like a Canadian Conservative is more akin to is probably more akin to, let's say, a center left American Democrat. They're not. I mean, they're nowhere near as hardcore as the Republicans. But to a Canadian, it's like a pearl clutching idea to have a conservative running the country. So it's interesting to see what happened. I don't understand why he's so unpopular all of a sudden. I don't know. And he did a lot of I shouldn't put it that way. What was I gonna say? During COVID, I think he kind of made a case for putting the country in debt to make sure that people who couldn't work, during lockdown and so, that they were fine. And I think he made a good case for that. Because not all debt is bad, right? So he made sure people were getting monthly payments if they couldn't work and all that kind of stuff.
But Canada has a good system where you could, although you have to make your appointment early to get in whenever for the healthcare, I find they have a good system.
Yeah,
you pay high taxes, but in turn, it's work for the benefits of
the
people.
Yeah,
of the country.
And contrary to how people perceive it, free healthcare is okay. It's not okay. It's not really free.
Not free.
It's just that you're paying for it. It's just that you pay more taxes, but at least you don't have the headache of, am I going to lose my house because I have to get chemotherapy for 2 years or something like that?
Yeah.
Or
I always admire that about them.
Yeah, but the conservatives in the U.S., they always make it about, oh, the waiting list is long, and no, that's how they push back against the whole idea of universal health care. They say, oh, so yeah. Okay, so Christmas Eve. Let me see. We have the Calypso show.
What do Catholics do on Christmas Eve other than walk around town in the night? Is there in Guyana we cook a saw beef cook up. So you have I'm mixing it up. That's all years.
Salt beef cook up?
Yeah, all years.
No pork?
No.
Just beef.
Chinese don't eat piggy like that. They'll eat piggy for Christmas, but I never heard people eating pig like that in Guyana. Because it's mostly around Christmas I see people killing.
So do you eat cook up? Our cook up? With the pork?
Not really.
Not really, no.
Okay. I want to eat it with the piggy, but not really. Once in
it's
a
not cook up without pork, as far as I'm concerned.
And it's not
I don't
cook
care
up
what
without
anyone
coconut
says.
milk.
Yeah. Okay. I would agree with that. Most people don't, but I put coconut milk. I do that in my rice, and like I expanded it. Yesterday I was telling you about how when I use coconut milk, like I got it from my Jamaican uncle. Where you do it with rice and red beans, but I put it in any beans or even any rice. In fact, Sunday I did rice, so it's white rice, and I put coconut milk in it.
Oh. I like coconut milk and jasmine rice too.
Yeah.
Listen, it gives it a nice fragrance and it tastes very good.
Yeah, for real. For real.
So what are Catholics eating tonight? Other than KFC. People don't get me,
Domino's.
but it's true. And
KFC.
how did turkey? I said I'm going to ask this today for the conditions. Good morning, Gwyneth. Good morning, Cleo. And I see Gwyneth says here, before I continue, a woman was set on fire on a subway in Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York, by someone who was in the country illegally.
Yeah.
She has died as a result of the injuries. The man is now in custody. Oh, wow. Cleo says her cook-up is cook-up without coconut milk. Well, Cleo, I'm from GT, and we do our cook-up with coconut milk and thyme and all the good stuff and the salt beef and the regular beef. And we don't mix meat. Like how over here I've learned you mix meat. We just have a beef cook-up with salt beef and regular beef and tripe and all of the beefy stuff. And then the chicken is just chicken. Yeah.
That sounds good.
And I never remember us having a saltfish cook-up in Guyana. Here is where I come and mix the saltfish and the chicken. And
we put turkey in it now too.
Oh.
There's a smoked turkey that you can get.
I know Dominicans do a lot of smoked turkey in their sancoch and other food. Yeah. But yeah, we're not accustomed to mixing meats in our
So
cook-up.
Cleo, when you come home, make sure you have to invite me to culinary for some cook-up.
Yeah,
right?
And some cake since you're the big stress.
Yes, cake.
Yeah,
You better have pork in that cook-up, or I'm not coming.
How did turkey get into the Kitchen Christmas and not the whole? I'm not saying that some people don't use the whole chicken.
Well,
but
because there's always been a closeness with the U.S. because of so many Kittians and divisions who live in the U.S. And they would send home barrels and the supermarkets would sell turkey. So that was never a thing in Guyana.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
we do whole chicken.
Listen, we do
baked chicken, fried rice.
Yeah.
Salad, macaroni pie. Yeah.
Not in a way. St. Kitts Nevis, in spite of maybe not being getting developed as fast as the rest of some of the rest of the OECS and the Caribbean, like Barbados, tourism wise, there was a very early connection with America and American culture even before the other islands. So a lot of things. I mean, I remember growing up, and it was just normal to, like, for example, I've had people who said to me, well, how come you guys are so into peanut butter and stuff? Because it's not like in Britain, and so it's not really a thing, right? So, and they said, oh, you guys are so American. I mean, I grew up, we would get stuff from, I grew up eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, Oreo, dipping it in, all that stuff was just normal for me. That's what we did.
All of that is kind of Americanized.
Yes, right. But we always got this stuff from the States. We got the Welch's grape jelly. We got the cereal. We got the grape juice. A lot of the things. A lot of the things. Now I hear people about cereal. It's only now I realize where. Yeah. We're so because we have family that live in the States. They'd come and visit. They'd send food and stuff like that. So that was always part of the culture. The turkey, the ham. We even used to eat ham for Easter.
So what is
when I was a kid? I don't know. I noticed most people have stopped because technically,
I think Trini does that. Trini does ham and this kind of homemade bread.
Yeah.
What is a Christmas breakfast? Just ham and bread?
Well.
Because we are pepper pot and the homemade bread.
It's not cooking for sure. It's like it might be a nice hearty ham sandwich. Maybe
no extra
eggs.
Eggs,
ham and eggs, maybe bacon and eggs.
Okay.
That kind of stuff. Caller, go right ahead.
Good morning.
I'll get back to
Good morning.
Hi.
Make you hungry?
Making me hungry.
Oh, sorry about that. You still have time to get breakfast?
I had some pepper pot in Guyana when I went. It was interesting, Swedish.
Yes, of course.
Well, let me just think on what Jamsta said.
Pepper pot,
actually,
Swedish?
Yeah.
A lot of the things with the ham and the turkey and so. Because our people went to the Virgin Islands in flocks.
Same difference, yeah. Yeah.
So it is really the USA you will get the food stuff from. That will, when the boats come in from St. Thomas and St. Croix, wood can done, and then they started sending the ham and the turkey and the frozen stuff. Everybody want the family to have ham and turkey, cheese, and chicken. You get chicken, whole chicken. You get what is premature birds just called?
Cornish hens.
Cornish hens.
I like how you say
Sausage
premature
man,
birds.
Yes.
Oh,
They do look premature for real.
Oh, that's what they are? You know, I never...
Yeah,
I always...
they actually...
I mean, I knew they were chicken, but I didn't know.
Premature, she right.
Okay.
Let me give you a joke.
So it's sort of like veal.
At the planning unit, right?
The veal of chicken.
There was a gentleman who owned the neighbor's poultry farm.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, the people in Four Seasons want me to kill the thing at 6 weeks. He said, Lord, I can't do that.
Yeah, to make Cornish
I tell him,
hens.
since you're not eating it, do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's usually chicken who just barely had 6 weeks. I thought they were wild birds first, until the man told me, so I said, look at that. So it's the Virgin Islands that introduced us to a lot of this stuff. When our people go down there and they start to work, they don't have them home. They send up everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Flakes, peanut butter.
Yeah.
Man, the whole works.
Yeah.
All we getting food...
No, go ahead.
All we getting food stamps, send up the food stamp stuff. So this is where our thing changed. Before there were a lot of local food. We would kill the pig, kill the cow or something. A lot of local meats and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then we started to get them. And big turkeys, I said, in St. Thomas, I said, those things are cheap. I said, cheaper than here.
Yeah.
You even get fish. I mean, look, everything that they could put their hand on. So for us, a lot of the turning around and the improving in our diet started with the immigration to the Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
So that is where it isn't really America per se.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least we did have people from family in the Virgin Islands, but
the most is saying clothes,
Yeah, that's true.
I said a box of clothes or whatever, shoes and school bag and,
Oh, and also...
Yeah, but it's the Virgin Islands that really, really helped to improve the life of Kitty Shants,
Yeah.
People start to get better. Mattresses, whereas before you had this grass-filled
What do you mean?
mattress.
But TDC and Hospitals didn't sell mattresses? Oh, I guess they would have been expensive.
This is a joke that they say in St. Thomas, when the people throw them out, or people send them home.
Nah, I don't believe that.
Yeah, look, they have a culture of every season, even though they're Caribbean, and the offers of them. Furniture, a lot of the furniture people got were those that were put out. Because, they have this consumer thing. Well, we're going to change our chair. We're changing our furniture when they're no longer usable. And you use a mattress all when the spring dig in you.
And you're telling me Kitishans would send home used...
Well, what's wrong with that?
No, from other
condition.
people? I mean, from people that they didn't know?
They were in good condition.
Okay.
Better than what they leave home.
Okay.
So if you're in the U.S., because I've gone to places, you see, where they're selling second-hand goods. I mean, big stores, maybe they trade them, whatever. If you're in your family home sleeping on lodging, as we used to call it, you would want to elevate them. So you would therefore send home whatever you can get, or people would give, your friends might give you, because they know what they left behind. The first time I saw macaroni and cheese in the box, it's from the Virgin Islands.
Okay.
The Virgin Islands,
Yeah. But one of the things I forgot to mention is that she lives in the States now, but she used to live in the States as well. Before I was born, and even after I was born, she would go and come all the time. So that was part of it too. Because she introduced us to a lot of things that she used to cook or give us. I realized, that's probably from her American.
Yeah.
Even
potato salad. We never did potato salad before,
Really?
No, man. They go Virgin Islands, whatever they see. Potato salad, so you get the mayonnaise. Now the rich people eat them,
But here's an interesting thing that I had a revelation about 2 years ago. My mother used to cook she used to cook rice and red beans, but separately, right? The red beans separately, stewed beans,
Like Trinidad.
right.
Mm-hmm.
and then the white rice. And then when I went, she used to live in Puerto Rico, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to Puerto Rico, and I went to a Puerto Rican restaurant. And then that is when it hit me, with my sister, actually. My sister lives in Puerto Rico.
Oh.
And that's when it hit me. I said, oh, this is where mommy,
yeah,
I was like, this is where mommy got this from.
Yeah, because we are accustomed in saying is to cook the rice and the peas together.
Yeah, so she
And when
used
I
to
went
do
to
that,
Jamaica
and
to study.
I never thought about it until when I sat down in the restaurant. I said, this is where mommy got this from. 'Cause,
Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of our people went to Puerto Rico too. You know, but in Jamaica, this thing what they call I just call it saltwater rice, white rice.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we just put in onion and pepper. They just cook the rice in the water like that, and then they have these two peas and so to go with it. So I found this strange, but it's saying it.
No, it
We are
tastes
accustomed
good.
to put the peas in the rice.
Yeah, but I
And we're
do.
accustomed to season up our food.
Yeah, but trust
So
me, that white rice tastes good, huh?
I hate to see it.
No, you hate to see. No, I'll tell you.
What is it with?
Okay.
I've heard Kititians complaining about not liking white rice, including my husband. What is
Oh
it
my
with white
God.
rice? In Guyana, we
White
put white rice with a lot of stews, Boris stew,
Yes.
brown
Oh,
stew,
no.
chicken, curry.
Let me tell you.
Let me give you a joke on Guyana while you're at it. I went to Kuru College.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know where that is. It's along the Linden Highway
Mm-hmm.
and up into the woods. A cooperative college. And I go in there in the morning. I don't know what they give you, but lunch they give you white rice and something. Different meats, eh? Supper they giving you the white rice. A couple of them say, hello, miss, we don't do that, you know. We eat something different every day. Every day you get white rice and something 3 times a day. I mean, so the lady said, oh, you're from the islands? I tell her, well, I'm from St. Kitts. She said, oh, I know you always like vegetables. The woman brings some plantain, not hard sucker. We don't usually boil plantain, we fry plantain.
Mm-hmm.
And some hard potato, Mr. Miss. We don't eat that where it come from, you know. I had to go back and stomach the white rice. But the white rice to me symbolize poverty.
No, absolutely
It's
not.
culture.
Absolutely not.
I don't think so.
No. Miss Henry, no,
Why
you're
we don't
missing
like
out.
it?
Let me tell you, I'll tell you, Miss Henry, when I was living in Canada, right? I have a friend, his wife was Filipino. And I used to go and spend time with them. And they would have the rice cooker there and they have the food, and I'm telling you, this is the first time I eat food. And can't listen to this one. There's pork and beef, and I am going back for rice that doesn't have salt in it, white rice, out of the rice cooker.
How so?
I'm
How
telling
you manage that?
the rice just tastes good. And I
What
cook.
is it ain't gonna taste?
No, trust me, it tastes good.
Ain't got no taste.
I said, if anyone had told me I would be going back for basmati rice, white rice, that doesn't have any salt in it.
No salt.
No salt,
onion,
nothing. Just nothing tastes good. So I don't know what it is.
Oh, well.
Oh, gosh.
I
Miss
don't know.
Henry, that's the best thing since sliced bread.
telling
Coming
you.
here and not being able to still have my culture is weird.
Imagine a kitchen
Because everything has to be colored. Why you all need the white
and
rice
not
colored?
meat. Yeah, I mean I
You
can.
ain't got to
You know?
basically colored. You put in the onion and the whatever, but you ain't putting in none of that.
No, because it's just rice and salt and a tad bit of oil to keep it apart.
I mean, really?
And then we add our stews with it. And it's the bomb.com
Lord,
or pumpkin stew or Boris stew or brown stew chicken or
Lord,
curry
help us.
or
That was
eggplant
the
and
hardest- That was
rice.
the hardest part in Guyana.
It couldn't be Miss Henry. It
Come on, Miss
couldn't
Henry.
Of course,
be.
the food.
Come get with the program, man. Come
No,
on.
just like how I miss boil and fry, like how they do, as she said, the green plantain,
Mm-hmm.
and we boil cassava, and we boil sweet potato, all these things, and then we fry them up
Mm-hmm.
with onion and garlic. Oh,
I've
I
never.
miss that.
Oh,
So it's boil and fry with saltfish.
You all national dish. Lord, I nearly dead.
What, pepper pot?
No, no, man. This thing where something like oil down.
We don't have oil though. That's not our national dish. Our
I can't tell
national
what
dish
it
is
is.
pepper pot.
No.
You
What
mean
they
met
do?
him with
Met
the
him.
Miss Henry?
I am at the,
Oh, Miss
I am
Henry,
at the
no.
college.
You
I am at the
overreacted.
college, and I say, Mrs. Henry, you got to get met him. I have all kind of fancy ideas in my head, right? We went to the market because I used to come into Georgetown on Norton Street, if you know the road. You lead down to the statue. Anyway, so the morning the girl took me, so the teacher also down to the market, Stabrook Market.
Yeah,
We
Stabrook
bought
Market.
the greens, the vegetables, and so. So I have all kind of thing in my head. So we went back to where she lived, and her mother prepared the food. And then she made roti. Well, you all just call roti, right? I like the pastry by itself, and then the curry meat. All right. So when they bring this thing, I see this thing here with the is it coconut oil, the coconut sauce, whatever it is. Poured over the vegetables. The thing looked like vomit to me. I said, God, what happened today?
No, not at all. Miss Henry, that's the bomb. And then we make something called duff that y'all equate to dumpling, but ours don't having coconut. Ours just having, what you call it? Plain flour and baking powder to let it rise a little bit.
Oh, I tell you.
Yeah. But it's
Right,
just coconut sauce. It's just boiling coconut sauce that's
We
seasoned.
don't do that.
Yes,
We don't do that.
exactly. Jamaicans boil their dumpling in coconut milk too.
Yeah, Jamaica.
And that's the
I
same
tell
thing
you,
we do.
every
And our
time I-
provision, everything is boiled in
Yeah,
that,
I'm
the
still-
plant, in the
I'm
cassava.
still-
Yeah.
so this
She don't know what
coconut
she's
thing
doing.
Yeah,
over
yet
the
is weird. It's
vegetables
weird.
them.
Yet is weird that they don't grate the coconut in the dumpling though. Huh? But they would boil
boil
it.
it.
Cassava dumpling. You all don't know about cassava dumpling?
makes that?
I've never had them, but I would love to try something other than the only cassava I've ever eaten here is the cassava bread. I've never had anything. You were just talking about
Yeah,
about the
That was
fried up
staple. With cassava dumpling,
in St. Kitts?
corn dumpling. I ate sweet potato dumpling too.
Yeah,
My aunt used to make them.
yeah, but
When you go and see strange food, you hear, and you got to, I said, Lord, the lady went through all of the trouble. So I got to put her on a decent face and try and eat. So I just eat around the part that went up with the coconut thing.
for
I
me,
said, Lord.
but Miss Henry, for me, the cuisine of other cultures, that's an adventure for me. I'm very open-minded when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, but I don't like how some things look.
Not eating insects though. I'm telling you that. Straight up.
Look,
I ate insects in
What I
Mexico.
like about the Guyana, I'll tell you what.
Kill me first.
Every day, even though
They were
cook
good.
once, 3 times a day, they would have different kind of meats,
In Guyana?
That's a good part.
In Guyana?
Yeah, the college I went to, you have the plain rice, the watery rice, and then they would have...
Miss
better.
Henry, I will not have you. Miss Henry, no. Miss Henry, not at all.
Oh, the water rice then.
No, it is called. You see,
What
this
must I say?
it is called white rice with whatever stew we put with it.
That is the good part. What they cook with it, I used to enjoy.
Yeah, we got
I just
our
couldn't
callaloo
stand
and
this
coconut
washing on
milk
the
too.
taste.
Yeah, all of that. Spinach and
Washing on the
saltfish,
taste.
spinach and chicken.
Anyway, I like
Spinach and
I
saltfish.
like the like palaw, you call it? The pastry with
That's
the
the Indian thing with
peas in it.
Yes,
With
palari.
prawns?
Palari,
they
yeah.
do potato too, right? Oh, I'm thinking about
I
something else.
love it.
Mm.
So when next time you do some, I don't, the curry does affect my skin, so don't put no
Curry
curry in mine,
affects
right?
your skin?
Curry is
but
good
then
for you.
palari won't be palari without the hint of a little bit of
Yeah,
curry
and the
powder.
curry is good for you too.
No, man. Whenever they put curry, I get like eczema. When my elbow bend,
Oh.
yeah, and sometimes my face will break out.
Oh, okay. So you
It is
can't have
different kind of
palari
cinnamon.
then. Did you have the
Wait.
achar?
Yeah, a caller's joining.
Morning, guys.
Good
Hey.
morning, Cleo. How are you?
Okay.
Miss Henry's on the line still.
My white rice.
Mm-hmm.
My white rice has to have in some onion. I have to have seasoning. It can't just be
That's
rice
not
and
white
salt
rice.
for me.
That's
Only
seasoned
the
rice.
Is white. The rice is white.
No,
The
it is
rice
white, but it's
without peas.
seasoned.
Once you don't have it in the peas, it's white rice.
No, but it's not.
But it is.
You have killed the authenticity of the white rice, kind lady.
It do not have peas in it. It is
White.
white rice.
I gotta
It
say
is
though.
not.
I gotta say
White rice is just rice boiled with salt and a little bit of oil.
Yeah. But I don't even put salt in
As
it.
long as there's no peas, that's white rice.
Oh boy.
I don't even put salt in
right.
it. I just, yeah.
I went to Jamaica one year. You know what I find that is gross? Ackee.
What?
I went one year for church.
No.
And my church sister, she insists for breakfast, you have to have ackee. And she forced me to eat that thing. Yuck. This thing have no taste. It is gross. I don't like it. And another thing she gave me was wheat dumpling. I don't know if it's because she's diabetic and it didn't have enough salt or whatever, but that wheat dumpling was disgusting.
No. You have to taste mine because that's all we use.
I guess maybe
but Cleo,
because she's diabetic, she was lacking salt, so the wheat dumpling did not taste good.
Cleo, I don't use any other flour but whole wheat. Even cake we make with whole wheat flour. And you'll eat it and you wouldn't know the difference.
Maybe it's the salt, lacking of the salt.
I mean,
the wheat dumpling.
When I do the coconut dumplings, I use the same flour and I just add coconut and I add coconut. Maybe I'll have coconut milk and some olive oil. And you know what I do with my dumplings too? Okay, check this out. I put in the Italian seasoning, the herbs, the mixed up herbs, or I'll put in thyme, oregano, chop them up. Oregano, thyme, something else I put in. But yeah, so I try to put like herbs in the dumpling, in the dough. So it's kind of seasoned.
Right, I guess the season makes the difference.
But
but I don't do that all the time.
Dumpling.
Well, I don't do it all the time, but I do it sometimes.
To each his own. Yes, I will eat.
Yeah, I could tell. So you trust me, you guys will eat whole wheat dumplings and it'll taste just the same like any other dumpling. I don't why people have this weird reaction to whole wheat flour. It's strange.
I like whole wheat, but that just did not appeal to me.
Oh no, trust me, you'll like my dumplings. Yeah, you will.
Just like how Miss Henry would like my white rice and my stew.
But I buy whole wheat pasta, Cleo.
Wait, whole wheat pasta? I eat that.
Okay, all right, good. So, okay. Yeah, right. So, I don't. Well, yeah, maybe that person is diabetic, and maybe she just does it differently. But it's not.
I don't know. Aki's not appealing to me. I don't care how you cook that thing. Yuck.
Yeah, I've had it. I could take it or leave it. I'll eat it, but I'm like, what's the point?
They're like, you don't have that in your country. But to be honest, no.
You know, the Jamaicans raid the trees here.
I saw one.
There's one on.
A neighbor had it, but nobody used to eat it.
Listen, when I went to Jamaica, I made sure I ate like the Jamaicans. So I had the full heavy breakfast with dumpling and green fig and all the provisions.
I go anywhere, you're not going to have any problems with me because I like to try like stuff. Yeah, I'm open-minded.
All that green banana and dumpling and all that
for breakfast. For breakfast, yes.
That's good. At least it
that's
keeps
good
you
stuff. That's good
satiated. So you don't want to eat. Because every minute, sometimes when we eat breakfast, we have something in our mouths until lunchtime. And it's our mouths that have our bodies with the extra weight.
Yes.
That's too heavy for me.
Yeah, so if we eat a heavy breakfast,
well, it's not about heavy. It's about healthy.
Yeah, and all those things are healthy.
Those things are healthier.
Our forefathers and our foreparents came up on stuff like that. And now we don't want to eat it.
Listen.
We eat a load of junk food that's going to kill us.
Growing up in thinking the only time we'll have food for breakfast if it's left over and we just fry it up in the morning.
Listen, I had some, just before I got married, I had some Indian neighbors, Guyanese Indian neighbors, right? Mm-hmm. And they used to cook stuff for breakfast and they would bring over, like, the food is great. So I used to tease them. I said, you do this every day? And yeah, they used to cook that stuff every day for breakfast, but that stuff is healthy and it's delicious. And to me, it's not about heavy; it's about healthy.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Did you guys hear about the let me change the subject. The Jamaican TikTokers lately that are being unalive shortly after they actually talk. The TikTok war on the war on TikTok with the Jamaicans. They have one first. He dies. He actually a couple days before they unalive him on his live. He said he was telling the people that give him his flowers while he's alive because I don't want y'all to come praise me when I'm dead. And shortly after, they unalive him right on his life. Another one, I think, is last week or this week. Last week, he was on his live saying his birthday going to be the 21st, and he's not coming out until the 26th, because and can you imagine being killed on your birthday, being unalive on your birthday?
And you said unalive?
Do you know they unalive him a couple hours before his birthday?
Wow.
There's a war on TikTok where it seems like there's a spirit. They're killing off the TikTokers them.
So we have to pray.
So I guess that's why they want to ban TikTok.
Yeah, that's why I hope it gets banned.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And matter of fact, they take TikTok as their employment. They don't get to go to work. It's on TikTok all day.
But you know, I was reading a story on the weekend about an influencer who was saying that she was talking about the bad side of being an influencer. You know how people see the pictures and think, oh, this person has this glamorous life, and oh, must be nice, and you're getting money from having fun and all that. And she said, what she was saying was that she went on vacation with her friends, right, who had regular jobs. And she said what she realized was that while they were literally on vacation, she had to be getting up and posting pictures because, you know, she had like companies that she was sponsoring her and so using her as an influencer. Mm-hmm. So she realized that she had to be every minute, maybe every hour, posting pics with this product, posting pics with that product, you know, styling, stunting with all these products. And she realized that it looked glamorous to people, but here she was with her friends with regular jobs, and they were literally just chilling, and she had to be every minute. She's supposedly on vacation, and every day she had to be doing.
Not really on vacation.
Exactly.
Just like how that young lady, I don't know if you remember, caller, that went to Mexico with her friends and they unalived her too, and they have video, and like the U.S. isn't doing anything about it. Maybe because she wasn't killed in the jurisdiction.
In Florida, I think,
she was black.
Month.
She was black. Let's not forget that part.
The Jamaican one in Florida, I think, is last month. He's a TikToker, Jamaican TikToker. I think last month they tried to unalive him, but instead his friend got unalive.
Oh, wow.
This thing is that the internet is like the devil's playground, and they're taking he putting a lot of them up, and when he ready to take them down, because free money there's always a cost to it.
Yep. But it's really free money, I don't think it's free money, because you see they have to work, they have to keep doing these things. So to me that's a stressful job.
To them it's free easy money. They stay on TikTok all day, curse one another, carry on, farm the fool. Send a lion, send a tiger, send a cat. All kind of nonsense. No, they're getting on alive. Oh, Lord help us.
Yep. That's the sad
I'll call back, guys.
All right.
Okay,
you
Cleo.
Have a good day.
And someone is saying, Gwyneth is saying, I guess Cleo will see it. She said, I like Cleo's expression, unalive.
Yeah, it makes sense. That's the unaliving.
We have this. Let's take a break.
Can I hear it? Let's go. Let me go. Deck the halls with balls of holly. 'Tis the season to be jolly.
Hey, that's Kenneth George's. Rest in peace. And Sugar City Bits and Pieces. Christmas Dance Medley 2. Let's go to the break.
This season, decorate like a designer with the perfect splashy color. Whether you're dreaming of a calm combination or a bold space, only Harris Paints has just what you need. Explore our new collection of trending color palettes by top Caribbean designers and transform your space with confidence and style. And the best part, from now until December 24th, save up to 20% off top quality paints at participating Harris dealers. It's the perfect opportunity to decorate like a designer for less.
The place to shop is at Smart Electronics and Island Electronics for the best deals and prices on Friday 13th and 20th December 2024. Visit any of their 3 locations at Valley Mart Complex, Farm Estate on Nevis, Port Zante, opposite the food court, and Island Electronics on 4th Street, right in the heart of Basti St. Kitts. Get up to 25% or very special deals on a wide range of high-brand electronic items from LG, Samsung, HP, Panasonic, and more that will satisfy your every desire. They also have specials on cellular phones and accessories, washing machines, refrigerators, microwaves, air conditioners, portable air conditioners, Bluetooth speakers, stoves, blenders, juicers, flat screen televisions, and a host of other items. And don't forget, they also do in-store repairs to your cellular phone, laptop, and television. Call them at 466-4271 or 466-7648 in St. Kitts and 469-4270 on Nevis. So, on Friday 13th and 20th December 2024, shop at Smart Electronics and Island Electronics from 7 a.m. until. They are your one-stop store for all your electronic wants and needs.
This holiday season, use your CIBC Caribbean Visa credit or Visa debit card to book travel, shop online, buy gas, groceries, and everything else. And you could win up to $2,500 US.
Yes!
Win with joy with CIBC Caribbean. Lucky CIBC Caribbean cardholders like you will have the chance to win up to $2,500 US this holiday season just for using your card. Terms and conditions apply. Visit www.cibcfcib.com/cards The Joy of Giving for more details.
Hey, the late great Kenrick George's Christmas Dance Medley Part 1. And we are back with my girl Kay. You know, his Christmas album, like, it's, and I don't even think those tracks don't get played enough.
Is he local?
Yeah, he's the guy that wrote the national anthem. He passed away about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that. I'm for sure will never forget who drew the flag.
Yeah. What's her name again?
Idris.
Idris Wilson? Idris.
No, she has a German last name, I want.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I can only remember the first name. I ain't gonna mess up her last name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The loss of George's was a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he arranged. You know, he's the one that, you know, Obstinate song, How Will Santa Get Here?
Oh.
He produced and arranged that album.
Listen, that was a big one.
Yeah.
We got no reindeer.
Yeah.
And we can borrow the slow donkey.
Caller, go right ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah. This whole thing about diet, what we eat and so on, I think it boils down to, I know it's not just a matter of what we eat, but how we live generally. But if you look at the life expectancy, and I was wondering if you all have an explanation for this. Dominica is 72.
It's the highest, I think.
Ghana,
It's the highest in the Caribbean, I think.
No. Oh, no.
What? No?
No. Antigua is 79. Yeah. Barbados is 77.
Even with all the diabetes?
and
that's what the stats say.
Like
say
life,
it's 72.
you mean life expectancy? You mean?
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
72.
Yeah, but
72.
but you know.
Guess what Guyana is?
100.
You're so far wrong. 65.
Why?
Imagine that.
Let me hear. Let me hear why.
65, right? And St. Vincent and the Grenadine is 69.
Okay.
St. Lucia is 71. Grenada 75. Jamaica is 70, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Antigua is way up there. Barbados is high as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually shocked at Barbados, for real.
77, you said, right? Okay.
Oh.
70, yeah, Barbados is 77.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's
right?
high-ish,
so,
you know.
Well, so you have to wonder.
And what's ours? 72, you said?
Oh, it's 72. Yeah. This is 2022 stat.
Okay.
So
it
might
could have changed.
But I don't imagine it would have changed significantly between then and now, right? Mm-hmm. And so you have to wonder if where the diet comes into all of this. Mm-hmm. And you know, I always remember one of the first places I went when I flew was to the Virgin Islands, and I was little at the time, but I always remember eating felt different to what I was accustomed to at home. The bread tasted different. It had a nice smell to it, strangely enough. And I wonder if it's psychological.
Better living
right?
through chemistry.
What's it?
Better living through chemistry. And I mean that, and I mean that with all sarcasm. meaning,
but Jamsta,
yeah.
Isn't it a fact that even today, there is this perception that products from North America, the first world generally, are of better quality than from other places?
Yeah, I remember I went through that period, but now that I know better, I realize I trust I trust the UK food better than I trust the American food. No, seriously, the UK like packaged food, it's better. They have better regulations over there. No, it's true. Why are you looking at me like that? That's true.
That's a fact.
I'm thinking about taste. That's all.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the cooked food. I mean,
even with the FDA,
the cereals
the FDA
and
kind of
the jams and so. No, because here's why I said this.
Too.
Here's why I said this. I went through that too, where I just assume everything. Even like the kids, I have this fight with the kids all the time. Like, okay, take for example, I made lemonade on the weekend, like Saturday, but I also bought them. I was buying them like juice for school. So I bought them a case of juice last week, and my wife was asking me, so it's gonna be an uphill battle basically to get them to drink lemonade. So whenever there is a homemade option, they always choose the glamorous supermarket option. Yeah. Yes, always. I mean, we make.
Is it the packaging or?
I think
it's a taste.
It's a TV thing. It's like. We make Johnny cakes, but what do you guys want for breakfast?
Bread.
No, or not even bread. They want waffles, or they want,
Oh, so your kids are Americanized then?
Yeah. Well, I mean, but we make waffles home too. So I make waffles home, but
So they like the American vibe.
So yeah. So and I always.
So part of it got to be psychological.
So
but at the
same
time, when you were talking about white rice, white rice is refined, right? Isn't it? It's refined version
not exactly. If the Asian white rice is not the same as the white rice that we get from Guyana, for example. Not to say that rice isn't healthy, because it has.
It's a different strain. What makes it different?
The basmati rice, the jasmine rice. It's because rice is a big part of the diet. I guess they make sure that the rice provides a lot of. It has a lot of. It's very fragrant for one. Basmati actually in whatever Indian language actually means fragrant.
Basmati or jasmine?
Yeah, but basmati
you
itself
have to
means
consider-
fragrant, apparently.
I mean,
Or
to me,
smells
it
nice or
seems as
something to that. Huh?
in Japan, they serve rice every. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
And it's always white.
exactly.
Yeah,
You
but the
know,
rice,
and-
the rice is healthy
and-
though.
Because it's themed.
But that's the thing.
It's
Japan
themed.
has one of the longest life expectancies, right? So you know, you have to wonder what is the difference.
Yes,
here.
I
Why
always-
Guyana?
Yeah.
Why Guyana wouldn't have a high life expectancy? as well?
Given that they live so close to the land, right? Like Dominica sort of.
Yeah, and they have the 6 races and the Chinese there too. But I always say what those people eat, what we eat, they don't eat.
I guess what offsets it is, in the case of maybe Guyana and Dominica, might be the poverty and people not being able to, let's say when they really get sick, maybe afford. It's funny, it's a really complex thing.
The health part, the
Yeah,
healthcare
I
part
mean,
of it.
generally
Because
people.
I would imagine the poverty, even in poverty, rice is easily obtained.
And provisions, grown
You
provisions,
know?
right? Especially
Right,
your
exactly.
backyard, you have
Yeah.
maybe bananas and all these things growing. And you heard Miss Henry obviously people talk about how the Jamaicans eat what they eat for breakfast, but that's a healthy breakfast. It's a low, I mean, it's a low glycemic type.
vegetarian.
Yeah, you know,
Right.
you have a controlled release of calories throughout the day as opposed to eating bread. You know, I mean, you could say what you want, but
and that's something too. I think that we have to. We talk about diversification. Well, it should also include diversification in diet, in the sense of, if for instance, when you think of it, white potatoes is considered what, North American, more so than down here, even though it can be grown here.
But actually, no, because it comes from the Americas. It comes
Idaho.
it comes from the Americas. Actually, it comes from
Where?
Mesoamerica,
You mean
Right.
like
No,
Central
no,
and South America. Yeah.
A good breadfruit salad, to me, tastes even better. So it's a matter
Yeah.
of acquiring the taste
Yeah.
for what we eat. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, instead of potato salad, the breadfruit salad, you know, that kind
No,
of
but,
Or
but,
sweet potato
but why,
salad
but
even.
why is it a false choice? Because there's nothing wrong. Why are we slandering potatoes? Potatoes are perfectly fine, and I don't consider
But they're full of
potatoes.
starch.
But, yeah, but
Isn't
they have
breadfruit
protein as
more
well.
available here?
Breadfruit is native to us. You see, we always throw away our own thing for things that we consider
Right.
superior from
As
other
far as I'm
places.
considered, they're interchangeable, and the breadfruit might actually be more nutritious than
And
the
healthier.
potato. But the potato is healthy
I
as
like
well.
to taste the
you know?
mashed breadfruit opposed to
Oh
mashed
God,
potato.
yes.
I don't
Mhm.
like mash. I don't like mashed potatoes like that. I'm forced to eat it because I have to, but it
I have
wouldn't
one.
be the first thing I go to.
I have one for you all. This I learned from my Jamaican uncle. Banana porridge, green banana porridge.
Yeah,
you
I've
guys
had
know?
that. It's
Love
excellent.
that. Oh
When
my God.
That's why I said when I went to
Yeah.
Jamaica, I ate everything Jamaican.
The
I
kids,
was not
yeah.
interested in the Burger King, nothing. Everything Jamaican.
I make with coconut
In the
milk
list,
too.
in the list yesterday, Kortensia,
Uh-huh.
I forgot to mention to ask who had the best sauce and black pudding.
Guyana.
This I think it has the best.
They're gonna
black
say
pudding.
Barbados, because Barbados even do chicken sauce. You know, Mr. McMahon, have you ever had that?
And the Bahamas, yeah, they do that too.
Chicken sauce?
Yeah.
I guess you can sauce anything.
Yeah,
right?
that's what
with
I
the
was
chicken
told, yeah.
wings. I enjoy that in Barbados. It was well seasoned, opposed to what I think of Barbados food, because to me it doesn't have taste.
Really?
Yeah, I don't even like chefette. This is how serious it is.
You don't like shepherd?
Not at all. That's the worst
Asian
tasting thing
staple.
ever.
But you know, it's funny. I ate Shefford, and I literally cannot remember how it tastes. Or can't
Exactly,
even remember
'cause
going
it don't
there. I
have-
know we went there, but I can't remember
Yeah.
anything. You know what I remember more? There's this other Bayesian chain where we went and we got
What's that?
the cuckoo. Like the turn corn.
chain?
The
Yeah,
turn
I know.
corn, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you
Mhm.
mean.
It was in this place in town. Upstairs, we went upstairs the store.
I know there's a local
something with
place.
John's, Papa Joe's or Papa John, something like that.
I
Some
know the
kind of
local
name like
place that's
that.
upstairs somewhere that has supposedly on the Bayesian
I think we had
food.
fried fish with it. I thought the flying fish. I thought it was,
Flying
but you know,
fish, yeah.
I thought it was interesting.
What's becoming of that anyway? It seems to be
What?
disappearing.
Yeah,
Well,
I find I haven't heard about it in a minute, you know.
They're eating it off, the Bajans.
Yeah, but flying fish is not even a hit even, because if to me sometimes it gets like it feels gummy. I know.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I remember flying fish tasting very nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's nice.
I guess maybe I ate too much. Because
Well,
they have the flying fish
maybe
cutter.
maybe it's migrated south to Trinidad, perhaps.
As they say, as Rihanna
And
would
running
say,
from the Bajans?
Bajans don't like Trinis and Trinis don't like Bajans because they're fighting over the flying fish. They draw a line in the ocean. She'll kill me.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, the flying fish probably said, "Hey guys, let's move south. Get away from those speech impediment people."
Oh Lord Jesus.
no. What's speech impediment?
That's what I call it.
They might be a bit nasal.
It's not. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not an
That's about
accent.
it.
And
Nasal.
sing
That's what you call
song,
it.
Mr. McMahon. Sing song.
Sing song.
You call
Well,
it nasal?
No, I find the Rhode Island accent more sing song. You
Yeah.
know, fine. Yeah, St. Lucia, Dominica. They're nice. I don't know if it's the French. It might be psychological too. The French influence.
Yes.
You know, the romantic kind
The
of
ladies.
stuff.
Yes, the ladies saved them. I could tell you that. Because
There he goes.
the ladies,
There he goes
the
again.
ladies saved
He
them.
gonna get in
'cause
trouble
you-
at
you
Mr.
just like
McMahon.
you just like to put your foot in
you,
your mouth.
Boy, he gonna get in
you see,
trouble.
I mean, you see all these gorgeous, sexy women, and they have that accent. That just
Sing
you know,
song.
what can you say? You know, you can't.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why, and add to that the what is it called?
I'm going-
the Helen
I'm-
of the West, the Helen of the
Yeah.
West Indies.
I'm going
You
in
know,
the
with
I'm
those
going,
pitons
I'm
and
going in
so
the
on.
doghouse later, but that's fine.
Yeah, with those pitons and so on that connotates, sexual stuff. So yeah, I guess it makes them. Well,
You see,
didn't know
you
that?
said it, I didn't.
But isn't it true?
I know. I'm just
Yeah,
teasing
there's no
you.
for it.
Yeah,
I mean the pitons.
Yeah.
Right.
And don't forget the Sulphur Springs. Oh my gosh, beautiful.
In
beautiful.
St. Lucia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can
Yeah,
actually go
yeah,
bathe
the
in the
driving
pool.
volcano.
Yeah, driving
that-
volcano. With
That was a sight.
Mr.
That was a
McMahon,
sight.
you know the story of the Gabriel Hole, right?
The what?
Of
The Gabriel Hole. They even
No,
have
no,
a
I
they
don't.
even have a smoothie named after him. Okay, one of the tour guides, he was touring because you can't go walk in the actual live volcano, right? And apparently he pushed down too hard because he expected it to be hard, like showing them how hard it is. But he fell through and he burned a good bit of his body, like below from his torso down. But he survived, so it's forever known as the Gabriel Hole. So when you go into the live
Okay.
volcano, they give you the history, etc., etc. But you walk around, the steam is coming up from underneath, and they just tell you be
Yeah,
careful. And then you go
Yeah,
to the
right.
Sulphur Springs after and have your bath and take
As a
your
matter of fact,
pictures.
I think that area, they tried some geothermal drilling in that area before, a long time ago, and it apparently corroded the pipe, and so the drilling equipment, and so they abandoned it. I
Is
don't
this
know if
St.
they're
Kitts?
gonna-
No.
No.
Where?
St.
St.
Lucia.
Lucia.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
I guess.
Yeah, we're still in
No,
St.
that-
Lucia.
Yeah, right. And even if you visit the crater here, okay, well, I haven't been for quite some time, but been there several times. And when you go up to the part there that you actually hear fumarole activity and so on, and you always have at the back of your mind, hey, is this thing really solid? I mean, is this the hole to the volcano kind of thing that you can fall in? But it's a good, it's a nice hike, a nice experience to go through.
So you went hashing in St. Lucia.
Hashing?
Yeah.
No. I don't know. It wasn't a hash.
I'm just teasing you. I'm just provoking you. I'm just troubling you.
Oh my God.
No, hash for me take a different connotation.
Okay.
I don't know where you're going, but
No, but you don't go on the hashes that they have here.
Yeah.
That's what I was teasing.
That's what
yeah.
you meant.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
meant.
No,
Yeah,
this was
yeah.
a school. This was the days of school camp.
Oh,
Hey, do
okay.
they have school camps anymore?
Okay.
I mean, where you go to different islands and so on?
Yeah, because how when you,
I'm not sure that happens, but I know they have the government camp in the summer here.
I remember I played.
No. They have it locally. Yeah, locally. But I mean, like going on trips to other islands.
Yeah, that used to be fun.
Maybe the Boys Brigade and a couple other things still do that.
Everything is so expensive now. You know, that was a simpler time back then.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Caller joining you. Caller, go ahead.
Hey guys, as Mr. McMahon was talking about on St. Lucia and the volcano thing, I remember one year I went on a cruise, and you sign up for to go on the tours and stuff. They took us up by one, and we just drove there. I was like, my tour is just a thing of this smelly thing, this stinking lava. It's just like I went to St. Croix. Went on a tour thinking I'm going to get a real tour. They take us up on a hill, drive up a hill, stop and turn back down. So all we saw was bush. It was St. Croix.
Yeah, you need to go St. Lucia again, and you need to do the volcano tour with the sulfur bath. You're going to enjoy it. Trust me.
Well, I guess next time I'll try that. But honestly, I was like, I was
open-minded too.
Not impressed.
You heard Mr. McMahon caller? He says you need to be a tad more open-minded.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, the drove.
You got to enjoy nature.
What was the point? I wasted money just go take us there, we smell the thing and turn around.
So you didn't get to walk around in it or anything?
Okay.
No.
Let me give
it was a waste of my money.
Let me give her an example. I remember taking a friend of mine who was from Barbados to Brimstone Hill, thinking that he would be so impressed by Brimstone Hill, because there's nothing like that in Barbados, right? And you know what he was impressed by? The clouds moving through the mountain range there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because
for me, once you see Brimstone Hill once, that's enough.
Well, you see, that's what I'm saying about being more open-minded. Because for most people, I think once is not enough. I mean, the only other place I see in the Caribbean that I've seen that can rival Brimstone Hill in terms of fortresses, because there are fortresses all over, is the one in Cartagena in Colombia.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, that is impressive. That is a fortress.
Mr. McMahon, I guess you're right, because when we took my pastor, and they was just in awe at Brimstone Hill. They loved it. They loved climbing up and going. They enjoy going to the tunnels and all them stuff.
Right.
So I guess because I see it before. So you see it before, especially as a kid, you see it before. After a while, you're like, yeah, I see it already.
Right. But the point I was making is that if you're not accustomed to something, just because I didn't understand why he was so impressed with the clothes just going to the hill.
Oh,
you know, but
Mac, let me tell you.
Yeah,
Mac is sure. I'll tell you. Let me give an example. I've said this before. When I went to Barbados, right? Barbados is pretty much flat. But I found Barbados so gorgeous just because of that. Like, no, I find it to be pretty.
Yeah.
Like you see.
The rolling hills, the rolling fields of cane and
yes.
so on, of course.
And then conversely now, I have a friend that drives a taxi. And then he would tell me about when he takes tourists to Brimstone, or he'll talk about coming from the Southeast Peninsula. And you know, when you're coming back and you look off, even before you get to the top of Timothy, you know, you look off to the right, and you could see like Marriott in the distance. You see this gorgeous vista. Right. Mm-hmm. And listen, that doesn't get old for me. You get to the top of Timothy Hill. You're at the top of Timothy Hill in the night. And that does not get old. And we live here.
Somebody said
so can you imagine?
Somebody that lives in the States is here for vacation said, in the nighttime,
oh my God,
St. Kitts look like a whole city in the U.S. But in the daytime, you realize it's an island.
Yes.
Yeah, because of the lights. And we were coming down Timothy Hill last night. And as you rightfully said, the scenery never gets old for them.
I'm telling you. Yeah. So I get it.
There's a point on the peninsula where it looks as if when you're coming back to town, it looks as if you're going over into the sea.
And it's gorgeous.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yes, as you mentioned.
Wasn't Bassett called the City of Lights, though?
Bassett?
Yeah.
No, I never heard that. But and here's another one. I remember when I used to play in the club at Tigers, right? Marriott.
Oh yeah, Tigers.
So my days used to be free. So I used to be in the day, and I remember one time, me and my girlfriend at the time, we went Brimstone Hill, but we took what? We took the long way around, right? And I was looking at the mountains when I was like, oh my God! I said, I can't believe I live here. No, but serious, like it's in the day, right? And it always strikes me that if I find it so breathtaking and I live here, could you imagine for people who? Because I'm looking at the mountains. Yeah. You're talking like after 10 in the morning, and I'm looking up at the mountains, say going Keon, Tabernacle side, and then when we're coming back from Brimstone Hill now, and looking at the mountains there, or even when we're going to Brimstone Hill and we're looking at the mountains like in the what's that area called again? The Kitchen Hill area, and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I can't believe I live here.
Yeah, I like Brimstone Hill and Kitchen Hill. I
You know where they should have already declared a protective area and made it some kind of national park? Sulphur Stone. I don't know how.
Oh, you've been up? Ever been up there?
No. I need
you
to
mean
go.
By the Lawyer Stevens, like Lawyer Stevens Cave, right? No, that's different. That's different. Yeah,
that's a different.
I went up there one time.
Sulphur Stone is that hill,
the big hill, in the center there, yeah.
Right.
I went up there one time. Up there is pretty too. I remember going up there in primary school.
It's like you almost have a 360 view of the whole. I really think they should put, if anywhere deserves a monument to slavery, it should be up there. Put something there like Christ the King's statue in Brazil.
Do they have a trail to drive up there?
You can drive part of the way.
I know we hiked.
Almost to the top. No, yeah. I'm surprised more people don't go up there.
Yeah.
Because it's really a great area to picnic. I remember when I was in school, we had a cookout up there.
What?
It's really a nice place to do a camp out. And they should really preserve. I hope the whole thing is still government property, because I know going up to the hill itself, you pass through a number of private property places, okay? But there should be declared a protected area, and you don't build further up and those kinds of things. I mean, by now it should have been another tour for tourists, okay? If anything needs a sky lift, it's there, I would think.
Where?
To go up to Sulphur Stone.
Interesting,
one of those cable cars.
Yeah.
So
like St. Thomas.
Like in St. Thomas.
Actually, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
But even the waterfalls up there, well, that would be open.
No. Again, that Lawyer Stephen cave side going up that hill. That's where a lot of the waterfalls are.
Yeah. How come
I
that's
did a
not?
hash up there once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was nice.
Nice, yeah.
It reminded me of the movie
Kortensia,
King Kong.
You go to hash?
I've been to one, but I don't have any time now. Listen, live.
Because I never remember seeing it.
I went to my initial one, and I ran away from getting the initiation because I was not about.
It's just one.
Yeah, it's one that not for me.
I went up there about 3 times, maybe
but
twice.
I liked up there.
Yeah,
it's pretty
it's nice.
and
So
it's cool.
So you've been in the cave, right?
Cool, yeah, it's like you're in a different.
Yeah. You can't believe that's St. Kitts. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know? Have you been to Dudon Pond?
Yeah, years ago. I left my shoes up there.
With the mud,
yeah,
with that weird mud, clay kind of mud on it.
It claimed
so
everything.
You went by the little waterfall there as well.
Yeah, and I lied at the end of the pond, and I had the whole experience. I have pictures still. That's eons ago, though. I need to go again.
Pond. Well, you've done better than a lot of Kittitians, because I show a lot of Kittitians.
Hey, you know what's weird?
I've hiked everywhere in Antigua as well. I used to be part of this hiking group, and I've hiked every single. I even did the circumnavigation of Antigua, where you see the sleeping Indian.
Antigua has a lot less possibilities for hiking. Apart from that area down south there.
Take that
No?
back, Mr. McMahon. No,
Really?
take it back. Nope. Antigua have plenty. We never went to the same place twice in Antigua. I even went over to Green Island where they have the little race of snakes, but I stayed on the boat.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
about
because
that.
I wasn't
yeah.
about that life.
Yeah.
I went on, and as soon as I saw the snake, I just went straight back to the boat.
Snakes can hold their corner
Yeah.
for real, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I was gonna say
But
something.
we Kitchens should do more exploring of the island and Nevis as well. Okay.
Yeah,
Have you been to
I need
Nevis
to do the
Creek too?
peak. No, not yet.
You haven't done
And I
that?
need to do the
Okay.
volcano. Every time I was to do it, when I used to fly and I used to come home, I didn't get to do it. Like, I do the quad
mean-
bikes ever so often.
you mean
I'm an
down-
adventure junkie.
You mean Mount Misery? I mean Mount Lime?
Yeah, I haven't done
Okay.
that yet. No.
Yeah, I never did that. But I remember going up when I went up to Dudan Pond. I basically had to condemn the shoes after.
Yeah, you have to leave it up there.
And
My
you
soles
wash the
were left up
shoes.
there.
You wash the shoes,
So I
and
just
the
leave the rest
clay,
of
the
it.
clay wouldn't come off.
No,
I don't.
that's why you wear, as they tell you,
Old,
wear
yeah.
your oldest thing.
Mhm.
Even my clothes, when I got home, those were garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Because my pants was in mud, I swear, all the way up to my waist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so weird. I mean, they need to they need to explore that mud for pigments because I could not I could not get that stuff out of my shoes.
No, it's the usual practice. If you got to condemn something when you go on hikes like those, especially if it's muddy and rainy and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give up the ghost.
You know,
Yeah.
you got to, definitely. But it's well worth it. It you know, those trips I find was really well worth it, and it's something that we should really do more of for tourism.
Yeah.
You know, in having more attractions and so on. I mean, that road they talk about from Old Road up through to Phillips's and so on. I mean, by now I think we should have gotten something like that because you'd feel like you're in a whole new country. Just like when before we had the Peninsula Road, going down to the Peninsula was like you're in a totally different place.
Yes.
It would be the same thing, you know, driving over there. You know, you want that kind of diversity in your attractions, you know.
I wonder if like y'all were talking about, like up by Lloyd Stevens Cave. I wonder how come no tour operator does hikes like up there.
No, I'm sure they do.
Oh,
I'm sure they do.
Yeah, but we don't know. And this is my thing too, Mr. McMahon. We need, as Kitchens and divisions, to explore more of our culture. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying that I found in Corona, we did a lot of things that we would not usually do, like frequenting restaurants we won't go to, doing a lot of local things that we won't normally do. But I find we just need to immerse ourselves more in our culture so we can actually share with people. Like, as you know, I work at the airport, so when the tourists are leaving, I ask, did you go to the Bats? Did you have a killer bee? What did you do on St. Kitts? What stood out to you? Did you go to Brimstone Hill? And they'll be like, we didn't do all of that. We need to come back. And I'd be like, yeah, you need to come back. So stuff like that, at least they know that these things are on our island. Because some people said, oh, I just had a lazy week. I just wanted to
Sometimes you
relax.
just wanna
Yeah.
chill, yeah.
So
but you can. That's the whole point.
yeah.
You
Sell
can
the
have a lazy
island.
week.
but that's a good trick to
anyway.
get them to come back though.
Yeah.
Because
you can
imagine
you can
right,
get sun.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
Imagine-
can get sun anywhere, right? But these little adventures, that's something else altogether.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get those, and really and truly we should be promoting those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Not just for actually, I notice a trend. Trend building where people have been using the hotel properties for whether it's birthday parties, weekend getaways. Those
Yeah,
kinds
some
of
people
things.
are doing TikToks
Local
and stuff.
people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Oh, you mean like
And-
locals?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, local.
Like they go to the
local people.
bistro over on the beach and they promote the bistro and what's their favorite thing.
Or the pool,
Yeah.
the pool activities.
Yeah,
so
they show.
the passes, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over
And
at
that-
Splash,
that-
etc.
And I
yeah.
guess too, the hotels, they kind of, you could say, enhance their income like that too, especially
Yeah.
maybe during the periods when there are not as many tourists.
Yeah,
So
a lot of
Yeah.
locals frequent there.
But apart from that, I mean, it's nice that you live in a place and you know the place, so you can promote it. You can promote it yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
they should not discount the ordinary person because a lot of kitchens and divisions are traveling now. I remember, for instance, there's an American gentleman who was looking for places to invest, and he came when American Eagle used to fly. It was that long ago. Came in on a flight and sat next to a Kittitian, and they struck up a conversation and so on. And the Kittitian lady invited him to her home for dinner, because at that time, American Eagle would come in 11 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah, you told me about this story before. Yeah.
Right. And and I mean, he was so impressed that, I mean, although he had gone to different islands and so on, he was so impressed because, I mean, he said, I mean, who does that? What kind of people would just meet you the first time and invite you to dinner? And as a result of that, he set up a business here that lasted well over 20 years.
I can't resist some dark humor here.
Let me hear.
I'm gonna say, at least he's sure that down here, she's not gonna turn out to be an axe murderer or something.
Oh boy.
He cuts up his body and puts it in the freezer.
Why you gotta go there?
Well, it's dark humor, right? Yeah, but what I'm saying is the ordinary person can promote the place just as well as any professional, and have similar results. But they have to be exposed to it. I mean, you have to be able to talk about, you should go to Sofa Stone. You should, get off the beach, because in all fairness, I mean, in all honesty, we don't have the best beaches in the world. And unfortunately, the few we have, we don't take enough care of them.
True.
Okay? But there are other things that we really stand out with, and those should be emphasized.
We have a big swing now on Cockleshell Beach thanks to the Mondo Bar, and a lot of people are taking pictures there as well and posting. So a lot of people are going to want to come to St. Kitts, and I know a lot of the visitors that are home, they're going to just go across there to take pictures and be like, yeah, St. Kitts. I know Chrissy Beach had one over on Nevis.
So what do you mean? They put a thing like what?
They have a double swing.
Hill? Oh, the swing.
Yeah, the thing you swing on as a kid? You sit and swing. Yeah, they have a double one over at the Mondo Bar. I know Chrissy Beach had one in Nevis that everybody were taking pictures on as well and promoting. That's locals once we opened, then we could have gone between the two islands. And then I know Swing in Keon. Their swing was famous because I swore everybody wanted to go there just to take a picture on the swing and say they've been to swing. Because you know how Kittitians are. Once something is new, everybody's going to flock it and take pictures, etc., etc.
Not just Kittitians. Everybody like that.
But no, Mr. McMahon. Kittitians and divisions. Because we live in a small island. Everybody wants to say, I've been there, I've done that. You understand? So it's not a bad thing.
Okay.
No, but what I'm saying is tourists do the same thing. They warn. Why do you think they stand in front of the hashtag St. Kitts sign?
But all of us locals do that too. Just like when the lookout came over Marriott, everybody was taking pictures of the lookout. Okay.
It's a human thing. It's not just a Kittitian thing.
Listen, I'm talking about our island. So
but ever notice Mr. McMahon is always on the phone when we have our next segment? It's a conspiracy.
Okay, I take the hint. I mean,
no, you're gonna enjoy it. We have Jackie coming up next. She has she's celebrating her 50th anniversary. So we have Sugar Fix coming up next, singing Jackie.
That's good. And y'all make Christmas Eve a bit different. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. All thanks. Right. Okay, we'll take a quick break.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Looking for great gift ideas? Then head over to Fashion Box on 4th Street. Ladies, we have jewelry, cosmetics, setting sprays, perfume, handbags, everything you need. Guys, we got you too with cologne, travel kits, wallets, and so much more. Don't forget about the kids. Yes, we have gifts for them too. Fashion Box, located on 4th Street, open Monday to Saturday from 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Royal Electronic presents Shop and win. December raffle, fabulous prizes up to 30% discounts. VAT Day, December 13th and 21st at Royal Electronics. First prize, iPhone 16. Second prize, 65-inch smart TV. Third prize, Whirlpool washer. Fourth prize, Samsung A05 64GB phone. Fifth prize, Dolphin Retro Music System. Spend just $250 EC dollars above and enter to the raffle. We have a wide range of products, home appliances, TV, refrigerators, washing machines, stoves, dryers, and so much more at Royal Electronics. The draw date is the 27th of December, Friday at 4:30 p.m. on Facebook. It's a live event. Royal Electronics is located at 4th Street opposite to Domino's, Bay Road opposite to Social Security. Their contact number is 767-6186. For this VAT Day, Carnival, and Christmas season, it's Royal Electronics for all your electronic needs. Check them out.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Magnum, my brand. Everybody put a Magnum in the air now. From you a drink Magnum, make me see. Take charge of things now your place now. From the river to the beach to the street. Hot Magnum when me have in a me hand there. He are a sipper, she tell me sweet. Look for me watch for your quick time check. Yeah. Right now a Magnum for your beat. Enjoy yourself every day of the week with a Magnum. My life I forget sweeter. Must be 18 years and older to drink. Drink responsibly.
Tis the season to shop and win. Ram Supermarket, let the fun begin. Each week, 3 winners. Oh, what a thrill! 500 cash to pay your Christmas bill. Ram Supermarket, bring your cash for Christmas. Shop at any of our supermarkets or cash and carry, and each week 3 lucky shoppers will win 500 in cash. Shop and win. It's the season of cheer. Ram Supermarket, spreading joy all year. The good food people making spirits bright. With cash for Christmas, your holidays just right. Ram Supermarket, the good food people. Shop today and win big this Christmas.
It's 9:32. Welcome to Sugar Fix for December 24, 2024 Carnival Sugar Mass 53. It's all about Jackie's 50th anniversary in the art form. I expect to see Jackie in her bikini and beads next week.
Why Jamsta?
not a taco season.
Or maybe not. She's going to cuss me afterward.
I know.
Jackie, what's up?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the studio, Jackie. She
And,
says she watches us in St. Thomas, okay?
Oh, really?
Yeah, she says
okay. Okay. Yeah, so Jackie is so those of you who don't know, on the 26th, Jackie is going to be having her 50th anniversary bash. Jackie, tell us a little bit about that.
Well,
the event and
first, let me say good morning to all listening, near and far, online, in Radio Land, etc. Yes, it's 50 solid years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the first thing, I must give the Almighty all the thanks and praises, because I'm still in my right mind. I have good health and strength, and to Him I give all the glory. So, on Juve night, I will be having my celebration my way when it comes to, commemorating milestones. And this 50th is a big one for me.
Okay.
And from after going through the competitions and so on and not getting anywhere really, I said, you know what? When people asking me like, why you still continuing and you're not placing or you're not even making finals sometimes, why you continue? But deep in my mind, I had a goal.
Yes.
And that goal was to make it to 50. And that's my crowning glory.
Yeah, you made it to 50.
Made it to 50. Okay. And I mean, things could happen. I could go outside, heaven forbid, but I'm giving thanks that on Thursday, it's Thursday.
Yeah,
yes,
it is Thursday.
Thursday night, that I will be celebrating with most of my close fans and well-wishers, and I will be doing it my way. And so that night, I'll be having a little concert, putting in everything that Jackie loves. And the first part, we'll be having a little cocktail meeting and greeting to get people in. And the gospel, we're having a little gospel segment.
Okay.
Yeah, where I have people like my husband playing on the saxophone, because he attends Baptist.
Okay.
And he plays in their praise team. And I have a little boy who I coached in winning the talent segment of Baptist, has a little Know Your
I know
Bible.
the show, yeah.
Yes, so last year, they came to me on the last minute and they gave me a psalm, and I wrote the little 2-verse, because you were timed.
Yeah.
He couldn't get a 3-verse song.
Oh, okay.
So I did a 2-verse. So he will be featured as well, because he told me he's interested in the junior calypso, because he's young.
Oh, okay.
He's junior calypso. And so when in my new song this year, I said I will be encouraging them. I don't intend to give people songs wholesale. I want them to learn how to write. So I give him up until sometime next year to come up with his topics, his ideas, and I'm going to sit down with him, and he's going to learn to rhyme and so on and so forth.
I like that you're not.
That is my way.
You're not just taking the art form back with you, but you are sharing it so that somebody else can carry it on.
But you see, people usually say what they are doing behind the scenes. I don't. I am only doing it because I'm ending.
Yes.
I would not have said anything to anybody about me writing his talent, which he won, by the way.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and from school days, I was helping out. At the Sandy Point High School now, SEMS.
Yes.
I was instrumental in getting, when they used to, it was mandatory that you have a troupe, a school-based troupe. And so I remember staying up all night. A lady Malulu, she was responsible for the school costume, and she showed us how to bend the wires for the headpieces and so on. And when we caught ourselves, it was morning.
Oh, wow.
And we had to be on the road with the children at Dr. William Connor School to start the parade. And so that night I didn't sleep. We had another lady, Mrs. Batcher from Newton Ground as well. No Sandy Point teachers were there.
Oh,
It
wow.
was just 2 teachers from Newton Ground.
Oh, wow.
And I picked the students who I know were obedient and so on and so forth. In those days, students were willing to do stuff.
And respectful.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to work
we still have a few.
a few. I was just gonna say, but we need to
few
work on
that
particular
yeah,
part
we
of the
still
culture.
have a
yeah.
few. So I have been involved not just in the calypso, the teen talent as well.
No, talented teen.
The
Okay.
talented teen. Every year I was in the background helping out. And we got some queens. We got some Miss St. Kitts. First, Janetta Maloney.
Oh, nice.
Second, Gloria Esdale Robinson.
Yeah, and she still sings.
Yeah, she's writing to calypso. She told me the other day she did a song which I didn't know about that was based off of me as her teacher. Yeah, but it was good, and quite a number of them went on to enter the Miss St. Kitts.
Yes.
Jacinta Henry Martin was responsible for them when they reach up there, because I'm not a queen show person.
Okay.
But with the teen talent,
Okay.
while Mrs. Henry Martin came down to the school and she guided us through what we were supposed to do, especially with Janetta and Gloria Esdale.
Oh, okay.
She took them over after but when it came to the teen part, we were the ones who would do it at the school level, and she helped us with the talent and the gowns, and because I'm not a gowny person either.
So let's talk about what you'll be having for your 50th anniversary. I see it says, still standing and shining. Your music is Grandmasters. How did that collaboration come about?
I am like a cornerstone in Grandmasters when it comes to the Calypso tent.
Okay.
Wing Grove and I go way back.
Okay.
From the time that band, they had a little breakaway from
Eddie
Matt
Matt,
and the
yes.
Jazz Brass. So when they formed their own, they also formed a tent.
Okay.
And may his soul rest in peace, Kelvin Lennon. I was with, what do you call, Dynamics Musical Movements. That's where I started, in the Sandy Point area. And when Dynamics departed from this musical scene, so to speak, Lennon came to me and told me, you can't just drop out like that. I'm going to take you to a band.
Okay.
That time I didn't know, because, in my day, transportation, hearing things, the cell phone was not on the scene. Not on the scene like that. So it was word of mouth. And he came and he told me, and I said, okay, I will try. And I went and wrote my 2 songs. And that's how I ended up with Grandmas. Well, it was Proud South Jazz Brass International, Sounds of the 80s.
Oh, okay.
And then they too fell apart, and Grandmasters came into being.
Okay.
And I have been with them from then
until
till
now. Okay, that's good. I
never
like
sang, as some people would say, never flirt with any other band. I didn't flirt.
Okay.
I stayed with them, good, bad, indifferent, whatever. Grandmaster.
You stuck and stay.
I think it's interesting too that this your 50th year, you got into the finals, and I think for the second time now we have more females than males in the final.
Yeah.
You realize that?
Yeah, it's second. We had a split.
2022, and I think Kenrick was here that year too. Remember the year down on the cricket field?
I wasn't in that.
Oh, you weren't in that one?
No, I got kicked out because of a particular song, but I
Oh,
mean,
okay. But it was like it was like 6 females. I think Godfrey.
And 2.
It was Godfrey and Navigator, I think.
2 males, yes.
Yeah.
Godfrey and
Navigator. And then this year now we have.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
But
I don't like how they write songs for the females to beat them.
Oh, jeez. I didn't say it, she did.
I wanna play a little bit of one of Jackie's songs that she's gonna be singing at the final. This was a song she sang in the tent first, at the Proton tent down at Spratnet. But it's still the thing you referenced, still standing and shining. So here's Jackie. Oh wait, sorry.
Set and jump on the high horse. Getting real upset with my female discourse. Then a few sexist men saying this art I wouldn't pass them. I'm so happy I didn't fulfill their prophecy. 50 years still standing and shining. 50 years my star still sparkling. 50 years, that is no small feat. This golden legacy, God not man gave it to me. 50 years, and it's a feeling that oh so sweet. Yes, I never wore a national crown, but I'm very proud of my contribution. Tell haters no come for me. I'm singing my story of 50 years, standing and still shining. 50 years, my star still sparkling.
Well, that's another taste of Jackie for 2024. Still standing and shining. One of the
her
finalists.
star's still sparkling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
And yeah, so Jackie, you know, who was it? It was Monarch was telling me last week how I found this very interesting. Monarch was telling me about how y'all used to have to go up to Jonathan Bass, Bad Revs up in St. Peter's, and then after y'all practice, y'all walk down through the gut. Wow.
Through a cane field.
Through a cane field, yeah. He told me about that.
And see, well, I have on a little weight now. I haven't grown any taller. But see, my little feet going, because the boys used to walk fast.
Yeah.
My little feet going, Pearline, singing Pearline. And most of the time, I was the only girl between them.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. And yes, we used to have to walk to go up to Bad Revs. Well, in those days, when I look back, if you notice, there's no background vocals in this one, in my two new songs. And I always say I want to end like how I started.
Oh, without.
So without the background vocals.
Okay.
But I would have put in background vocals, but the lady who usually, do it for me, she migrated.
Okay.
And so I tried others, and I really didn't like how they sound, so I didn't use the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have many versions with background and without background. But in those days, yes, you didn't have any. If you listen to my granny song, when I hear it, I usually laugh because we had to do the background as well as sing the lead.
Yeah.
And it made you out of breath.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But nobody used to really study about that. And then later on, background vocal. The evolution of Calypso. And also me, when I look at myself, I look, because I've been there longer than most. Even though you have the elements and so on, I think I am the one who have practiced the art form.
The longest.
Longest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
and kudos
a lot
on
of
that.
them stopped. They might put out a song here or there, but the competition part, yeah. You have other people
You've
coming
stuck
up.
and stay.
Stuck, yeah.
Okay. Good.
Jackie, tell me what drew you to Calypso in the beginning, and who, as in artists and so on. Yeah.
My grandmother, my paternal grandmother, she had what you call a rum shop.
Oh.
And every rum shop when I was growing up, around 8, 9, 10, that area, had a jukebox.
Oh.
And in visiting her, I would hear the jukebox. We had them in close proximity. The Taylors had a jukebox. My grandmother had a jukebox. And on further, going west in Newton Ground, the Fullans, they had a jukebox as well. So Jackie came up amongst those jukeboxes. Okay. And Saturday night was like the fete night in the village, where people would pay maybe 5 cents to go to the back. Yes, I am a treasure trove of Newton Ground history. And they pay the 5 cents that they have. It used to be a lot of merengue, like Spanish music and so on. But my grandmother had Kitchener, Sparrow, Duke. So those were the calypsos I grew up among singing, not even knowing what they meant sometimes, but I sing in them. Okay. And then I had my aunt, God bless her soul, all of them deceased now. Yeah. She was a reggae person. She had the Jimmy Cliff and the Bob Marley. And I remember on the weekends, I would go down and lie on her rug in front of a little player and just listen the calypso, listen the music and so on. So it was ingrained in me. But I actually started singing in school.
Okay.
Because every school had a Christmas concert or the end of school year concert, fair and so on. And again, the lady who actually give me my debut, when I made my debut as a singer, so to speak, a little singer, is Miss Walters Douglas Walters from St. Paul's. And she put me to sing a song called Old Dog Tray. I will never forget it.
Jackie, just put a pin there. Someone was calling. Oh, the call dropped out and they came back. So call or go right ahead for Jackie. She's celebrating 50 years in Calypso.
Jamsta and Kortensia.
Hey, Jamsta.
And Kortensia. Hello?
Yeah,
Hi,
listening.
morning.
Hello?
You're listening.
Yeah.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Yes. We want to celebrate this 50 years of Jackie. A great Calypsonian. I been around. You hear all when she tell you Kortensia? When I was young, everybody in Bastille and around the country want to hear Jackie sing. Jackie, the first song when you sing as a youngster, when you used to get a kind of wine, man. Oh my God. You're bringing back the memories. When I hear you talk this morning about how you start, you remember you used to practice up the house with the brass?
Yes, the brass.
You remember the brass, Jackie?
Yes.
You know, Kortensia.
Hi.
That she this girl bad, you know. If Jackie was in Antigua, she'd have done Cornwall 5 times. I mean, oh my God, those days. Kortensia, you hear tell you about the breakaway from Element? That time the brass was in the full strength, man, especially when they bring in Ham. Because Ham used to be very good background vocals. He had a voice, and Jackie had one.
That's
so
really
you
first,
know the clash. Oh my God, Jackie!
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry I can't reach. But I'm going to try my best to leave the engagement over for you back and get a little piece.
Okay.
Just to hear you.
Just knowing.
You take care. God bless you. We love you still.
Thank
and
you.
Never give up. Never give up. Kortensia,
Hey.
we love you. We love you, Kortensia.
Thank you,
Jackie, take care.
Jamsta.
We love you.
Thank-
It is music wall and thinking.
Thank you, Jams. I mean, not
Jam
Jamsta.
down.
Jam down.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And so it's interesting you talked about. So was it in your mind at the time that there are no female exemplars of Calypso? Was that in your mind, or it was just about the art form?
The art form, not
Okay.
at all. I wasn't even thinking about
Thinking
because
about-
I was not the first one, and people get upset. They have arguments. I never argued that I was the first female who started singing because I started 74, and you had those who started at its inception, like Jennifer, singing Jennifer. But what made me stood out is that I continued yearly and made it to the finals, whereas they would just come up and peter out after a while. And that's what made the distinction. But not that I was the first female. I was the first female to get into the finals.
So, okay, we have another call. Call or go right ahead for Jackie, celebrating 50 years. Okay, so maybe we should move on. So what did you make of, say, the Francines and when they came
Rose.
along, and Rose?
Then we went. I met. It was such an honor that I met most of those key Rose, especially when I attended college in the VI. They have what you call a show. I forgot the name of it, but every year you have an international show with a lot of the Calypsonians from Trinidad. Calypso Review. And so it was a review of what went on in Trinidad for the carnival. And so that particular year, 1999, I would not forget it. I was chosen after taking part for the first time down there in the tent. And the person responsible for the committee came to me and said they like what they heard and they would like me to go in as the local person within that caliber, you know, those type of Calypsonians. And I felt so honored. There is where I met Rose, Calypso Rose, and I saw her the other day celebrating with Machel Montana. And she pulled me aside and she said, you could take criticisms or word of advice? And I said, yes. She said, you could hold a tune, but do not sing in black. She said, it takes away. She said, sing in color. So if people notice me these years, I always have on an African outfit. She said, it draws the audience to you.
Okay, nice.
That was Calypso Rose. And I've seen Francine, but never got close to her. I've seen her in many of the reviews down there. But people used to say I sound like her. Yeah, when I was younger.
She acting like she's aged that much.
Yes,
because she still looks fresh.
Chronologically, I've aged, and I'm not saying, but I'm happy. I am, let us say, happy in my skin, myself. I am happy.
You exude that.
I feel great about doing so much for Calypso. And up to yesterday, Lady Diva, we were practicing, and then when we finished, she said, I thank you. You gave us, whether they like it or not, you paved the way for us.
Yeah.
That's what Diva told me. And it felt so good.
Yes.
It felt so good. And we have this camaraderie. If anybody watched the crowning at the end, Diva and I always talking while we waiting on the results. And I don't think you all would like to know what we were talking about. But that's how it is. It's the fans sometimes that create this enmity, even with the politicians. You know, I can't stop but talk a little about it. Even with the politicians, it's the fans. They think that we are eating down one another and that kind of thing. And
y'all are the best of friends.
Yes. Even if not best of friends, we get along. We exchange word.
Yes.
And you see these young set that in, they make me laugh. They really make me laugh. And nobody could say I show them, like, every time I see Druzy, we high-five. And Druzy is up on the top and I'm at the bottom. But that doesn't mean anything to me at this stage. I wanted to make sure I made it to the finals, whether by the skin of my teeth or not. I wanted to end, as I said, like how I began.
And, you know, to your point, to that last point, I always love to see that when I go to last year Soca Monarchs, I go, and where maybe the attendance wasn't, say like 3-4 years ago, where the attendance wasn't hot. I think it was just after COVID. And do you know, you would see the soca artists, after they sing, they go and they support the next person perform. I love to see that. So I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised that you're saying what you're saying.
And that is what Diva said. Let us all put on a good show.
Yeah.
And who the judges award the winner. I have been through that. I remember the late Cons used to say when he used to do commentary. Lord, I miss that. When they used to do the commentary over the radio, we would have our little radio they're listening to see how we could improve on the second go around, because they would critique the first round, say who they think leading and etc. No, they are not the judges, but at the same time they're giving you a bird's eye view of what's going on. And when come to the end and we were all there waiting for the result, I heard him say, look at Jackie. She is the most nonchalant one up there. You know, you could see tenseness in some of them. I don't. Because I've been through it, and I know even when people, the audience may react and think that you might place or win, it doesn't happen. So I've learned to go that thick skin. I congratulate everybody. I've seen people left the stage without even shaking hands with the winners. I don't do that.
It makes no sense.
I don't do that.
It makes no sense.
It's a decision, and I always tell my students that even when you fail at an exam, a test, it does not define you. Exactly. That's a one-shot kind of thing there.
You have a next chance to do better.
And that doesn't make up your whole person.
Indeed.
And so I would tell them an exam does not define you.
Okay. So it's 9:58, Sugar Fix, and we have the distinct pleasure, honor even, of having Jackie here as she celebrates her 50th anniversary. Don't forget, music will be provided by the Grandmasters. It's the 50th anniversary cocktail and dance, still standing and shining.
Hello.
The time.
Cocktail
Dance?
and concert.
What did I say? Cocktail and concert. Did I say dance? Sorry.
You could
Concert.
shake your leg,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a concert and
Cocktail
quickly.
and concert.
Yes,
The
cocktail and
is made up,
concert.
as I said, of a gospel section.
Yes.
The 10th section I can leave out.
Yeah.
And then I will bring down the curtain.
Okay.
But I will be having masquerade. I'll be
Oh.
having dances earlier.
Okay.
And I said the gospel section and so on and so forth.
And
Jazzy
it's
D is going to be in the gospel section as well.
Okay. And it's going to be at the Sugar Apple, guys, and it's from 7 p.m. to midnight. It's semi-formal, so come a little fancy for Jackie.
Contribution of
And
$50.
$50, and there'll be a cash bar. And I see she also got one of the awards, the Carnival Awards that they
Yes.
normally give. So
Yes.
kudos and congratulations.
And the time
that
is
one.
now to honor Jackie.
Yes, please. So go.
And this is to take us out. This is Jackie's second song for the finals.
Shame was a person, it would surely be me. The way I up in me feelings about crime in our country. When I reflect on the words of our national anthem, I swear peace is been replaced by mayhem. Who would have thought in this 21st century our state of affairs would be so willy-nilly? Behaviors are getting worse. People acting as if their cars are only bruising. Ill will still keep spiraling. Haitians, we say we love this nation. I want to end to all detention. Time to do so is now. Divisions, if we want to work together and stop it spreading like wildfire. Time to do so is now. We got to stop the useless talking. Prove that we not skylacking. And the time is now. Not tomorrow, but now. If we want this federation, we claim its good reputation. Bring back that